welcome to day 11. Today we are celebrating the feeling of inspiration. So we've spent our last couple days really taking the time to anchor and calm the mind, release tension in the upper body, the upper chakras. So just moving towards allowing this inspiration to flow through us. And today we're going to let go of any effort and we're just going to play and have fun and celebrate the feeling of inspiration. So coming to your seated position, folded blanket or not, completely up to you. Finding your nice long spine. And we'll be continuing on with our Kapalabhati that we've been doing for the last couple days. We'll stay at 22, or you can stay at your 11 that we did in the first day. So just depending on what feels best for you. So let's go straight into it. Let's jump into the practice today. So find a nice long inhale. Exhale fully. Half an inhale, round one. Inhale fully. Exhale completely. Half an inhale, second round. Inhale. Exhale completely. Last round, half an inhale. Begin. Inhale. Let it go. So feeling how that enlivens the body, enriching ourselves with a fresh supply of oxygen. We'll move straight into a mudra and mantra meditation practice. So you can open up the eyes if they were closed. For our mudra today, this is a new one for me. It is called Deva Tree Mantra. So it represents the tree of life. And it brings towards us this feeling of inspiration and illumination. So we're going to take the three fingers at the base of the palms interlaced together. Pointer finger and thumb come together here. We'll place the thumbs right at the heart center, the index fingers pointing up to the heavens, the cosmos. So it stimulates this divine flow, almost like a lightning bolt of energy to travel down through us, through the heart space, down into the earth. So once you've found your mudra, you can close down the eyes. And for our mantra, as we've done before in our celebration classes, we are going to do our mantra in the affirmative. So for my mantra today, I am going to say, I am inspired. For yours, you might resonate with every day I become more inspired. I move towards inspiration in everything I do. So whatever calls to you, I like to keep mine really simple. So as you inhale, saying your affirmative, your mantra to yourself, I am inspired. Exhale, I am inspired. Inhale, continue. Last round, I am inspired. Feeling this energy start to reverberate throughout the body, calling this in with our mudra and our mantra, centering ourselves in the present moment. Exhale, you can release the hands down to your side. Roll out the shoulders here. Open up the eyes if you had them closed. And so we'll move right into our physical practice. Today we're actually going to start in a standing pose. So let's move any props out of the way. Place them off to the side. You can come to tabletop, walk the feet forward to the top of the mat. I often like to transition with a forward fold. You can walk out the knees, straightening and bending the legs. Walk the fingertips over to the right hand side, stretching out that left outer hip. Exhale, walk the fingers back to center and all the way over to the left. Stretching out that right outer hip should feel really good in the IT band, the hip, the side body. Inhale, walk the hands back to center, pull the navel into the spine, push the feet into the ground, start to roll yourself slowly, slowly upright. Coming into your standing position, we'll do a slow flow sun salutation just to warm up the body. Inhale, arms sweep up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to your high plank position. Inhale here. Exhale, lower all the way down to the ground. Inhale, baby cobra. Back of the neck is nice and long. Exhale, lower, push all the way down and back to downward facing dog. Press into the hands, press into the feet. Gentle inversion here. On your next inhale, let's step all the way to the top of the mat. Long spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, ripple up, sweep up, gaze up to the sky. Exhale, hands come down to heart center. Pause. From here, we're going to move into a little inspired flow. When I was creating this class, I wanted to channel that energy of inspiration, and this is what got downloaded. So let's have fun with it. From here, we're going to shift the weight into the left foot. Left leg is nice and anchored and rooted into the ground. Right leg comes up off the floor, right hand out in front of the heart. Left hand reaching up towards the sky. So this is called cosmic dancer, a nice little balance pose. But it also reminds me of this feeling of inspiration where we're reaching up, receiving this download, and then channeling it down into inspired action in the physical world. So inhale here, feeling the reverberation, the frequency of this pose. Exhale, we're going to step that right foot all the way back. Nice legs length distance between the feet. Back foot is parallel to the short edge of the mat. Let's straighten out that front leg. Arms come up to shoulder height. Bump the hips off to the right. Exhale, Trikonasana triangle pose. So nice side body stretch here, reaching up to the sky, strong and rooted through the earth. Breathing fully, breathing deeply. Inhale, come all the way up. Let's pivot the toes so they're facing the corners of the mat, coming into this radiant star energy. Exhale, pivot the toes so they face the short edge of the mat, forward fold. Let the head hang heavy, getting a nice inversion here as well. We learned in our previous classes that we can stimulate the blood flow into the head, the neck, the shoulders to stimulate the upper chakras. You can bend one knee, straighten the other, rocking side to side. Come to stillness. Inhale, hands come to the hips. Lift all the way up, pull that navel into the spine to support the back. Radiate yourself out in star pose. You can keep the feet as they are this time. Shifting that those right toes to the front edge of the mat. Back toes, our back foot rather, is still parallel to the short edge of the mat. Moving into Trikonasana, other side. Bump the hips off to the left. Reach, reach, reach forward. Left arm up to the sky. Gazing up if that feels okay on the neck. Legs are strong and rooted. Inhale all the way back up. Exhale, we're moving into our cosmic dancer to the back edge of the mat. So the left foot comes up, stays lifted. Left hand in the heart. Right hand reaches up to the sky. Pause here. So we're going to flow through that again to get back to our front edge of the mat. Inhale here. Exhale, step back with that left foot. Left foot parallel to the short edge of the mat. Trikonasana. Left hand to the sky. Inhale all the way up. Find your star pose. Toes pivot to the outer edges of the mat. Grow big and inspired. Feel how exciting it is to have an inspired idea and move towards it. Exhale, pivot those toes and forward fold. Let's take a chest expander here, interlacing the fingers at the low back. Allow them to fall overhead, opening the heart. Inhale to lift yourself up, hands at the hips, radiate out in your star pose. Exhale, pivot those front toes to the front edge of the mat. Trikonasana, other side, bump the hips to the right, reach towards the sky. Inhale here. And exhale. Inhale, let's come all the way up, moving into cosmic dancer just for a moment at the front of the mat. Right toes lift up off the ground, right hand in front of the heart, left hand to the sky. Exhale, release the feet down to the ground. Place the arms at the sides, full Tadasana position, strong and rooted through the legs. Crown of the head reaches towards the sky. Feel. Inhale, sweep the arms to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, let's heel toe the feet so they're about mat width apart. And we're moving into Malasana, or squat pose, so lowering all the way down, the hips down. My heels often want to come up. If they do for you, that's completely fine. Hands can come to prayer at the heart, elbows press against the knees. So really deep hip opener here. But I wanted to finish with this pose because this really opens up through the feet, the root chakra, the legs. And when we have this inspiration, we need to be able to ground it, to bring it into the physical world. Otherwise, it just stays as an idea. So breathing here, opening the hips, opening the pelvis. Exhale, let's shift the hips back. I like to place the hands behind me for support. You can just fall down onto your bum. Place the soles of the feet back down onto the ground, and let's roll all the way down to supine. Coming onto the back with the knees hugged into the chest. You can do a couple little hip circles here, massaging the low back. Let's go the other direction. Beautiful. Coming back to stillness here. You might want to place the arms out to the sides. Just drop the knees off to the right and the left. Little mini twists, little windshield wipers. Unwinding some of those standing poses. And if there's any other poses you feel inspired to take, please feel free to do that now. If you feel complete with the practice, we'll extend the legs long. Arms out to the side, palms face up, coming back once again to our Shavasana. where we integrate and allow the practice to sink into us, to be received. Inhale, start to wiggle the fingers and the toes. Bringing energy into the body, bend the knees, soles of the feet on the ground, rolling off to the right or the left. Pushing up to a seated position of your choice. Keeping the eyes closed if that feels safe and comfortable for you. Bringing our hands back into our Devatri mantra, our mudra, to finish our practice. So the pointer finger and the thumb touch. Rest of the fingers interlace. We can place the thumbs facing the heart, index fingers up to the sky. Channeling down this illumination and inspiration. And when you feel that you've embodied this feeling, release the hands down to the lap. You can open up the eyes nice and slow. Notice the shift from the beginning of the practice to now. Notice how much brighter, rejuvenated you feel. And tomorrow we will be finishing our inspiration series with a super sweet meditation for inspired action, a really great practice, again, to come back to again and again. I've had so much fun in our movement practice together, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for our final day of practice. Namaste.